First video on this channel in years, and it's just going to be a venting video. I don't know. A lot of the this channel is just going to be much more personal than usual, and that's saying a lot because the main channel is very personal. I talk to you guys about a lot of stuff. I don't know. I feel like sometimes that gets tiring. People come to 121 for games. You're going to come to 212 for me. Um, and to just be able to just relate, maybe find something helpful and useful here. I don't know. But today I just wanted to talk about, a sense of self, doubt, things of that nature, because it's a lot that I've been dealing with lately and having, or a lack thereof, a sense of direction. Yeah, I don't know. Like lately, and really for like the past 5 years, the number one thing for me has been YouTube, and everything else has just been a side thought. And at first, it started out as like a passion, but lately, and by lately, I mean the past year, it has been feeling like a job more so than a hobby, and just something that like I've said before countless times, something that I just knew that I wanted to do since childhood. It is slowly turned into a job. And I feel like the reason why it's turning into something that I need to do rather than want to do is because I don't have much of anything that I want to do. And everything has just been necessity and survival mode and things of that nature. Um, and it, it's not a bad thing in my mind because it keeps me going, it keeps me busy, and to stay busy is to stay safe, to be honest. It keeps me out of, it keeps everybody out of trouble, it keeps you off the streets, keeps you from doing wrong, whatever the case may be. A busybody is a good body. But at the same time, there are moments where I realize just how much of like my life has just been like occupied, if that makes sense. Like it's all I do is work and stay in this basement. That is all I do is legit work and stay in this basement. Nothing else. And it's so bad to the point to where now everyone, I mean everyone in my family knows for a fact that they don't even bother to invite me out anymore. They don't put me in any of the family group chats. They don't even like yesterday I told my brother like, "Oh yeah, they're all we all going to my aunt's house to hang out." And I told him like, "Yeah, I might pop out, come over there." Stop the cat. Stop the cat. But yeah, like that's how bad it is. Like they all know like man, that dude ain't do not ain't that dude ain't doing nothing but working and staying on his computer. And a lot of times when I'm on this computer, I'm not even doing YouTube stuff. Like a lot of times I'm just sitting here just rotting. That's really the best way to describe it. It's just rotting. I'm just sitting here brainlessly watching a YouTube video or barely. I don't really play the game that often these days unless it's to record or something, and that bothers me too. I don't want to feel like I can't touch my hobby, anymore. Like unless it's for YouTube, like that bothers me. Whereas before, like I used to play entire games off camera. I played the entirety of God of War off camera, and I loved it. And like I don't do that anymore, where I sit down and actually just thoroughly enjoy things. Now everything that I do is like to relieve stress. I got to do this because I'm upset. I got to do this because I need to relax. Like instead of it just being, I got to do this or I want to do this because I enjoy it. This is pleasing for me. Like I don't even watch it. Like for me, a huge comfort thing for me used to be like after work and stuff, I'd come home, cut on anime, lay back for a while, and then like once I'm ready to go to bed, cut on YouTube, cut on some like Spooky Scary Sunday or something. Shout out Corey Kenshin, and then like unwind with that. Now, since moving here, really, I'll sit here until I'm like dozing off, and then I'll go upstairs and toss and turn for hours, and then go to sleep just to be woken up in 2 hours or something from somebody being loud. That too, living environment, like it's a lot going on, but like you try to be positive and you try to do the things that you know will calm and relax you. But when that sort of becomes like muscle memory, in the sense of like you're doing it to calm and like this is supposed to calm and relax you, it kind of takes that essence away from it, if that makes sense. Like it loses the novelty of why it was special to you or why it was so pleasing to you. Like if I'm playing a video game and I know I'm playing this video to calm down, like it just makes me not want to play it that much anymore. Because like now I don't care about the substance of the actual game. I just care about if it's doing what I need it to do in that moment. And I don't like that. And that's been a lot of everything for me lately. Dealing with just bottled up, because a lot of stuff I don't really deal with. Like I just got access to my benefits from starting my new job after getting fired from my last job, after getting in a car accident. It's just like so many compounding negatives, that just keep building up and building up. And because of these things taking up all of my time, there aren't really any outlets, or legit, I do not talk to anybody. Like, legit, I do not talk to anybody about anything. I don't talk to anybody about my problems. I don't talk to anybody about even the good stuff that's going on. Like, my family isn't very receptive to the whole YouTube thing and the internet state, or not even internet, 'cause they're all tuned in on the internet, but like YouTuber ideology, or like the thought of being a YouTuber, like just this, all right? They aren't susceptible to this, so they don't understand, or no, I'm not gonna say necessarily care, because like they'll care, but it's because it's me, not necessarily because of what I'm doing per se, or whatever the case may be, but they'll care. Um, and then friends, just like it is hard to have friends as an adult. I think everybody knows that. Like, it is hard to have friends as an adult. But you try, and you make time for the things that you want to make time for. And I have not. I have not been making time. And I don't know if it's because I just don't care to. Like, to me, all of those things seem trivial. I have a really bad issue. That too, I can recognize my issues and I'm trying to work on them. But I have a really bad issue where this mindset I've had for years of like, all the fun, partying, socializing, vacation, just everything that comes with living and enjoying life, that all can come later. Like for now, I gotta work to get to that point. And until I'm there, or, until I'm satisfied with my life, or until I'm complacent, yeah, complacent with where I'm at in life, I'm not going to be able to enjoy any of those things, because every single time the only thing that's going to be in the back of my mind is getting to that point. You know what I mean? Like I'm at heart, I'm a hustler. I'm a grinder. It runs in my family. At heart, I am a hustler. I do not feel comfortable just bullshitting, knowing that all of these different things can be done. And sometimes I am a procrastinator as well, where I'll be at work and I'll complain, man, this is such a waste of time. If I was home right now, I would be cranking out so much content, man. I could be doing this, that, and the third. And then I'll get that chance, you get that opportunity. Like I'll have a sick day or something, or, well, usually when I'm sick, it hits hard because I'm not sick often. So when I am sick, it hits hard. But like the last time I was like really sick, I'm pretty sure I had COVID. I busted out some videos. But the point is, when I get those opportunities, I'm doing what I said earlier, where I'm just doom or rotting, where I'm just rotting and I'm not doing anything with those opportunities given to me. And tonight, that is something that I recognize. It's 2 a.m. for me right now. Like I'm not sleeping and I have work tomorrow or today. Something else that goes into what I kind of like realized and kind of like had an epiphany about today or tonight. It's like none of this shit, or just nothing, period, that you don't want to be there. Like none of this shit is really going to change until I put my foot down and change it. And granted, yes, that is what I've been actively trying to do for the past 6 years. It's still like I always feel like I could be doing more. As crazy as that sounds, for as much time as I spend down here and away from everybody and sacrificing l- living a regular life, I still feel like I could be doing more. And at the end of the day, like I say it all the time, like I just want to be the best version of myself in every aspect. I want to be like what in my mind what an ideal person should be. Why can't I be that? You know, so I should work on. I should work to be that. Today was hard, bro. Straight up, today was hard. Like I came home from work to like no parking and everybody double parked and shit, and got out of my car with my bag of food and stuff from work, and sister asked me to stop by the store for us. I had two Arizona cans in there, and the whole bag ripped open and fell everywhere. And I just lost it. I just started seeing red. I started screaming about the fucking cars, like screaming about, like, yeah, it was bad. I fucking threw the bag of food and stuff, and then I kicked the fucking bag. I had my mug out there. That's why now, yeah, I broke my mug. I need a new mug. So now I drink my coffee and tea out of this, starting from here on out until I get a new mug. Doesn't even hold the warmth as nowhere near as long. Anyways, like I have nobody to blame but myself, and that's what I'm getting at. I had this super huge blow up moment, came in screaming, slammed the door. Like I really like I haven't had a anger management issue in a very long time. So like, or at least like a self caused, internal issue. And like, yeah, those were external stressors, but it was really internal. Like there was no reason for me to get that mad, and to just I think it was just a situation where I just had some underlying, subconscious emotions that I need to deal with, and it was one of those situations where the cup runneth over. Um, and that bothered me literally all the way up until just now. I got home at 9. It's like I said, it's 2 in the morning right now. That should bother me all the way up to this point. And even while I was just sitting here, I'm just like, I could sit here and I can go upstairs and toss and turn on an uncomfortable fucking futon that has zero lumbar support. I can sit there and toss and turn for 3 hours until I pass out. Or I could sit here and just put my thoughts and feelings out there into the world. Hope that somebody maybe listens. Hope that maybe this will help somebody. Maybe they can relate, feel a little less alone in whatever they're going through. Um, I don't know. I really don't know what the point of all of this was or where I was going with it all. Just that it's okay to not like to not have shit figured out. Just as long as you're actively working on it, I guess that's all that matters. I'm actively working on it, and there are times where I'll be like, damn, like I've been doing this shit for 6 years and I haven't cracked 1,000 subs. Maybe this isn't for me. Like straight up, maybe YouTube. Oh, maybe YouTube just isn't my thing, and that's okay. I mean, it'll fucking suck and it'll hurt, but like at the end of the day, I know what I want to do, and if YouTube isn't the way to get there, then that's okay. I want to be a film director. I want to be in the film industry. Like I want to be a director. That is my goal. And I'm saying that so like certain right now because I just want to put that out there to the world to let the world know that I want to be a film director and I will do everything I can to get to that goal. But I haven't done shit to get to that goal. You see what I mean? You complain, you know, and you're busting your ass, yeah. You're giving you 110%, but it's to the wrong things. And not necessarily saying YouTube is the wrong thing, and not necessarily saying work is the wrong thing, because you need to live. God bless America. God bless capitalism. You need to live, but maybe redirect some of that energy. Like I will say, during all of those lull moments where I'm just rotting, those are great times to do some script brainstorming, to do some videography brainstorming. Instead of making a bunch of excuses like how I've learned that I've done in the past, I can't. How am I going to make a short film? And what, like I can't make I don't have that type of environment. I don't have that type of equipment. Bro, look at the Blair Witch Project. Look at things like fucking like there are just so many different examples and examples of people that made something out of nothing. You know what I mean? Made magic with what they were given. Um, and I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Instead of it being like, fuck, I don't have the environment to do this, or, just changing those negative thoughts into glass half full thoughts, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, instead of it being, damn it, I don't have the environment to do this, like now I've rotated my thought process to, okay, you've got this, and this. You got to make something out of that. What can I do? What type of film can I make about a guy in his basement, or the entire film takes place in whatever environment that I have access to? Like, what can I make in that environment? And I'm kind of want to apply that to everything, especially, well, at least YouTube related. You know, all right, if I'm not going to sleep for the next 3 hours, then what can I be doing? And like, yeah, I can sit there and toss and turn and try to fall asleep, but that's just a waste of time. This could be also very dangerous thinking too, where like, giving up bodily necessity functions in exchange for like, I don't know. It's all just such a fluid, gray thing for me, topic for me. I don't know. But that's enough of me yapping and rambling. I just wanted to talk and just get some things off my mind and my chest. Thank you for listening. I hope you found something useful from this. Bye bye.